characteristics in vertical flight, develop piloting techniques for hook-on landing to the ground service trailer, and investigate visibility requirements in approach and landing patterns. Stability, maneuverability, and handling characteristics were so excellent throughout the hovering flight program that major concentration was on calibration of control systems and the development of piloting techniques. Flying intricate and precise patterns at will and making spot landings within a tolerance of 2 feet became routine performance. At this stage of testing, precise control at minimum altitude rather than fast vertical ascent was the focus of critical exploration. Precision control during these most complex maneuvers presents a picture of rhythmic motion which caused one observer to refer to this demonstration as the Vertjet ballet. Initial investigation of the techniques required for approach and hook onto the ground trailer was conducted using a length of rope suspended between 2 towers. The simulated landing hook under the nose of the aircraft was constructed of plywood and hinged to deflect under load. Approaching in a slightly rolled attitude, permitting better visibility, the pilot contacts the simulated cable as he rolls parallel to it and reduces a thrust to engage the hook, thus providing a realistic assessment to his ability to perform the landing maneuver. On November 28, 1956, at a safe altitude above Edwards Air Force Base, after takeoff on conventional landing gear, the X-13 made the first jet VTOL transition from horizontal flight to vertical hovering and returned to horizontal conventional flight. In hovering flight, the airplane has neutral stability, which is manually controlled but requires considerable attention by the pilot. The control system acts to simplify the pilot's task and increase the accuracy with which the airplane may be maneuvered. The usually invisible column on which the X-13 is supported in vertical attitude can be seen in this flight. This stream of exhaust gases has a static sea level thrust of 10,000 pounds and a nozzle temperature of 670 degrees centigrade. The X-13 is itself a milestone in aviation history. It has proven itself in all phases of development: conventional flight, hovering, transition, and complete VTOL mission. The operational advantages of jet VTOL aircraft are numerous. In Air Force tactical operations, they may be deployed anywhere in the world with a degree of mobility and dispersion not presently attainable with conventional fighter aircraft. At sea, task force speed and maneuverability will be increased, since launch and recovery may be initiated with any wind direction and reasonable velocity, and from many types of combat and support ships. The speed range of the Vertjet makes it impossible to fly chase on the X-13 with conventional aircraft. The helicopter makes an excellent point of reference as the Vertjet flies formation during complete transition. In exit transition, however, the helicopter is rapidly left behind. As one test pilot at Edwards has phrased it, the only airplane that can successfully fly chase on the X-13 is another Vertjet. After transition to and from the vertical has been thoroughly investigated at high altitude, the pilot brings the X-13 down to minimum altitude in order to practice approach and landing patterns in proximity to the ground service trailer. followed by transition into conventional flight, which permits acceleration up to speeds of some 300 knots. This is conventional landing on the lake bed at Edwards Air Force Base using the fixed tricycle landing gear. Now the somewhat nose-high touchdown, typical of delta wing aircraft. The drag chute deploys to assist deceleration, and the flight is over. On April 11, 1957, the X-13 was in final configuration. Landing gear removed, nose hook installed to permit takeoff and landing on the cable of the landing trailer. The X-13 was ready to demonstrate a new capability, visualized by the Navy and Ryan nearly 10 years previously, and carefully developed with the world's first jet VTOL research airplane under far-sighted Air Force sponsorship. This airplane heralds an Air Force capability free of dependence on vulnerable, complex airbase installations. Its full implication for the weapons of the future must remain under the wraps of security. These scenes show the Ryan Vertjet on the first full VTOL mission. The first complete flight from vertical takeoff through transition to conventional flight, return to hovering flight, and hook on to the ground service trailer.